If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's a creation tool that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. Hey world, it's me, Tamara. Who am I? I am the host of B.L.A.H Diaries. The audacity to rise up anyway from a mess, turning it into a masterpiece. And so, I know that I've been gone for a while, and let me tell you, I have missed my listeners. I've missed having my rants, as I call it, but hoping in the process of my rants that I help somebody heal and move forward. I decided to take a break because I wanted to revamp my podcast. I wanted to bring on guests, and I wanted to make sure that I was acting in a way of helping each and every one that listens heal. A lot of us are still dealing in the traumas and dramas of broken hearts and broken minds and broken spirits. The past 24 months of dealing with a pandemic can put a toll on anybody, whether it affected you personally or not. And what I do know is that we as a people need to heal. We need to move forward. There's so much calamity in the world and dramas and traumas and trials and tribulations. My whole mission is to have the audacity to rise up against all that is holding us back. Adversity is real. And it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. When it comes to attack, you have to be bold enough to say, I'm ready to fight anyway. And I say this to you because I needed to say this to myself. The one thing about this podcast is I will never come as if I know it all. I don't. The one thing that I believe is that I fell in love more times than you can count on your fingers. But the process of winning at love is healing. And I know that for me, that's how I felt. Because I had so many Achilles heels of feeling like I wasn't good enough and I wasn't pretty enough and I wasn't smart enough. My confidence was at an all-time zero. No matter how I tried to speak life into myself, sometimes I felt as if I was pretending to heal. And that's when I realized that I needed to bring in experts. Because we can't pretend to heal and want to heal others. Depression is real. Our mental health is real, especially in the winter. And I never realized how it can affect how we operate our businesses and how we operate ourselves and how we operate our relationships. I also was taking on more than I can handle. I was working literally maybe 5 jobs. And I was burning out. And that's just real talk. And I had to make some decisions, and they weren't easy. And I had to realize that the number one priority is that if you cannot preserve yourself, you're bound to fail. And I didn't want to fail. So I made some choices. I released a novel, The Round Table of Truth About Love and Marriage. It's set in the winter, and it circles around 3 beautiful couples, Treasure and Blue, who were in my first book of Blue's Treasure. William Matters and Tatiana Matters from The Gatekeepers of Secret, and Drew and Lyrical, who also were from Blue's Treasure. And I said it in winter because I realized that during the winter, we all go through depression. And I wanted to set on boundaries and traumas that we don't talk about. Treasure and Blue are anticipating quickly in their relationship. And the reason that they're anticipating is because Blue is working a lot and Treasure is dealing with depression. And when you have a gap in that type of relationship, something is going to fall apart. Charming people and unauthorized reasons to heal in any means, by any means necessary. My characters went by any means necessary. We also have William and Tatiana, and they have an Achilles heel. The Achilles heels of being children of being hurt by their parents. And I won't say how because I don't want to give away the book. And even though they love each other very much, she's dealing with a couple of hurts. She's dealing with church hurt, and she's dealing with feeling inadequate to a husband who's bigger than life in the community. Drew and Lyrical are dealing with Lyrical wanting to be the baller. She is addicted to spending and having nice things and luxurious things. And Drew is into, let me save this change because I don't want to be poor later on. How many of you can deal? How many of you have faced that same type of issue? So I say all of this to say that no matter who you are, we all have imperfections. And so I wanted to revamp this podcast to bring in people to collaborate and be guests on my show. I wanted them to be the experts of the experts. And it didn't matter their color, it didn't matter their race. I just wanted to make sure that the people that I'm talking to on a weekly or bi-weekly basis are healing. That they can go to these experts when they can't understand what I'm talking about. But what they can't understand is an expert who understands betrayal trauma. An expert who understands wanting to overachieve. And that was scary for me, guys. Scary for me to step out of an uncomfortable zone. Because I'm comfortable just talking. But now I have to open the door to allow each and every one of my listeners to sit and listen to someone who got it. I want us to heal. I want us to live lives that are abundantly comfortable. And I'm not talking just financial. I am talking about the wealth of our hearts, mind, and spirit. I want us to heal forward. I want us to be able to love and be in good friendships and relationships. I want us to be able to let go of some things and leave it at the table of, I did that, I done that, and it's gone. Thank you for the lesson, because it truly was a blessing. I don't want us to dwell on how it has hurt us. And I want us to have the opportunity to say that even though we can't have the hard conversations with the person that hurt us, that I may not never get the answer. I may never get the answer why they did what they did, and I'm okay to accept that, but you can't accept some things that you can't change when you don't have the knowledge or the expertise to heal thyself. And the truth of the matter is, healing thyself means learning from others, letting the experts in, relying on somebody to take your listeners to another level of what they are potentially meant to be. And that is having audacity. Having the audacity to say, I got to open up my platform because I don't want nobody else to fail. So, guys, do me a favor. I want you to do me a couple of favors. I want you to be kind to yourself. I want you to go and purchase my book, The Round Table of Truth About Love and Marriage. You can purchase it on Amazon, Barnes& and Nobles, and all your online suppliers. You can also download it at your favorite library. Overdrive. Go to Overdrive. Go to Overdrive. Go to Hoopla. Go to all these places you can. Okay, I got my song. See? You see why I need somebody to collaborate with me? So anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much for listening. If you know someone that wants to collaborate on B.L.A.H Diaries, please let them know that I am open. So guys, again, thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day.